Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, April 3rd, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, Cony, MSTY, and NVDY. What a handful. So anyway, I got a comment yesterday to give an update on Ulti, on what happened. For those of you that follow Happy Camper with Dividends, she posted what happened, which came from YieldMax, and basically Ulti was halted, which means you can't, really buy or sell in some cases, depending on the broker. It was halted due to an incorrect holdings file being disseminated publicly the morning of April 2nd. That file has been corrected and disseminated, and trading is anticipated to resume on April 2nd. So I assume it was all resolved. Ulti, there was an issue yesterday. For those of you that follow like AMC and GME, they halt all the time, when the stock is very volatile and things like that. But obviously this was just an incorrect holdings file, which, that's new to me. But either way, that's the update on Ulti, so everything should be fine as far as I know. Anyway, trades yesterday. So Coin had trades yesterday, and MSTY had trades yesterday. So we'll go in that order, then we'll go from there. So first, Cony, 3 transactions. Again, when you see 3 transactions, they're pretty much just adding to the synthetic, which is 2 of the transactions, and then adding a weekly call. So buy call, sell put, and then sell call. So at the top, you see the 2 synthetic positions, and on the very bottom, that's the weekly call, which expires April 5th on Friday. Again, all this information you can gather on their website at the end of each trading day when it becomes available via the intraday trades. So here is the synthetic position. It's getting very crowded. I'm going to have to expand on it. But basically, yesterday, April 2nd, 600 contracts, they added to the synthetic position, which now holds 15,875 contracts. The synthetic strike is at 250. Coin is now priced below that, so we were actually in the hole if they had to close out this position today. But this expires on April 19th, so we have more than 2 weeks left, so no need to worry at this very moment. Let's go to the March tab. So what we have here, and guys, I'll do my best. I know I have new people watching all the time, so I kind of speak and I forget. I speak to the original, people that watch it daily, but I have to kind of speak to people who watch it, as if it was the first time too. So remind me if I'm not, please. So anyway, yesterday, Coin went down. I can't think anymore. These kids are driving me nuts. I'm on vacation this week, trapped in a house. But anyway, I'm in the car, so I got peace and quiet. Coin went down yesterday, 2.49%. And then Cony went down 1.99%. So pretty much everything went down yesterday. Everything was just a bloodbath yesterday from what I saw. All right. They added the contracts. They had 600 contracts, a weekly call that expires Friday. They chose a 265 strike. That's 7.79% out of the money. And they made $104,000 for that. So overall, cash and treasuries went up by about 13 million. Again, I believe this is to anticipation of declaration date, which is today, by the way. So if you buy any shares, YieldMax shares, at least the covered call ETFs, you will qualify for the distribution if you hold it through the closing. So we'll see when they announce it. They'll announce it at 9 a.m. Outstanding shares, 13.9 million. Total call weekly income is $637,000. Total distribution, 5 cents. Daily income rounds to 0, and daily yield 0.01%. So again, they did good on their synthetics though. So at least they didn't lose money on the weekly calls. All right. Pending this week, again, expiring Friday, April 5th. I'll try to go in order. Oh, it is in order. All right. 600 contracts, 265 strike is 7.79% out of the money. 490 contracts, 270 strike. That's 9.83% out of the money. Biggest position here, 14,360 contracts with a 285 strike. That's 15.93% out of the money. And then we have 425 contracts with a 292.50 strike. That's 18.98% out of the money. So, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about these strikes. They're way, way out of the money, most of them. So, coin price is at 245. 30-day IV is 94.25%. 30-day chart is up and down, mostly up, though. Cony is priced at 28.14. We know the halving is coming up April 19th. It's going to be a big day. Maybe people are selling, taking profits, which how can you blame them? These crypto stocks have gone up massively. Potential capital gains for this week, $4.37. My reaction, or shall I say the fund manager reaction, is probably like, yeah, you smirking. I know what I'm doing. You guys can leave me alone now. All right, so here is the wrap up. Like this, to me, this would be the last day I would put in any income for the month of March, because again, they're declaring today. So when they declare the distribution in the morning, I'm not going to count anything they do at the end of the day towards the March income. I'm going to add that to April. So needless to say, I got a busy day of updating spreadsheets, moving everything to April, creating my April tab. I know you guys don't care about that, but anyway, so March synthetic income, this is the final number, 88.3 million. Short call income, 637,000. So total net income for the month of March, I would say it's a pretty successful month, 88.9 million. And again, right now there's 13,900,000 outstanding shares. But there's going to be more by the end of the day. Keep that in mind. So obviously, I don't have that number now. But anyway, total income per share is $6.40. Weekly income is 5 cents. So again, they're going to have NAV reserve. I have this new column for NAV reserve. Basically takes the total income and nets out the distribution, and whatever's left, plus or minus, that'll be what they lose in NAV and what they gain in NAV. So they did well. So if you're a Cony holder, you're doing pretty well. Even if you owned at 30, like you're not even that far out. All right, so let's take a look at the holdings. Again, this is in blue. In blue are the weekly calls, which right now, yes, they are hanging. They are doing very well. And then we have the synthetic position. Again, the synthetic put is in pink. That's what they have to pay to close out the position, currently 30 million. And then in orange is the buy call. Again, this is what they can sell the call for. It's 25 million. So we need the orange to be greater than the pink by April 19th, because that is the expiration of the synthetic position. Everything else is cash and treasuries, and of course the money market position. Net asset value of Cony is $390 million. 28.11 is the NAV, and trade price is 28.14. Trade price seems to be lingering above the NAV on most of these. All right, I did not do airplane mode, so hopefully no one calls me and I don't get interrupted. But let's take a look at Cony. Not Cony, Coin pre-market. Again, oh, look at that. Got a little green. Coin is up 1.14%. It's 6:35 a.m. So yes, I told you guys already though, I'm going to be late, going forward, after this week. The videos will be done by 6:30, launching at 6:30 a.m. But again, it's just, this is my vacation week in quotes. I don't know if you call it a vacation, but it is technically. All right, so that's the update for Cony. Let's go to the next one that had trades, which was MSTY. Again, 3 transactions. So as you can imagine, adding to the synthetic and then adding a weekly call. So again, it's not rocket science. And their synthetic position is a buy call and a sell put. Same strike price, same expiration, okay? So they added 27 contracts. And of course, they can use those same contracts to sell calls with. And that's what they did. They typically do that right away. So let's take a look and see what that looks like on our Google Sheets. All right, 1 synthetic position for MSTY. So here's the 27 contracts that they added. Again, right now, MSTR is priced well below the synthetic strike of 1,700. So they'll get a higher credit than it costs to do the call. So that'll get added to the March profits. So, and that's, I'm going to close that out. That number is going to be closed out as of today. So what do we got? How did they do yesterday? Well, as you can imagine, they went down with everything else. MSTR went down 3.54%. MSTY went down 2.3%, and it's still above $40. It's at $41.26. That's amazing. The 27 contracts that they opened has a strike price of $17.70. It's 12.11% out of the money. So with three trading days left, that's sitting pretty. All right, cash and treasuries. Overall, cash and treasuries went up by 3.5 million. People want a piece of that MSTY dividend. And what is that dividend? Nobody knows. Outstanding shares, 1.3 million. Income from the weekly calls, 2.6 million. Distribution from the weekly calls alone, look at that, 202. Daily income, 7 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.18%. Okay, what else we got here? We got the active tab. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at all those positions. All right, here we go. Let's try this. 27 contracts with 1770 strike. That's 12% out of the money. 49 contracts, 1800 strike, 14% out of the money. 195 contracts, biggest position, 1985 strike, 25% out of the money. 17 contracts, 2130 strike, 34% out of the money. 22 contracts, 2350 strike, 48% out of the money. They need to roll that one down, in my opinion. Collected some additional premium while you can. MSTR price is currently at 1578.83. 30-day IV still very high, 142%. 30-day chart, it looks great, of course. And MSTY, again, is 41.26. Unbelievable. Potential capital gains, $10.25. So I will leave the money man. He is, the money signs are here because MSTY, yes, it can go down, but if it goes up, we are cashing in. And by we, I mean you, because I don't own MSTY yet. I say yet, and I never buy it. But anyway, here we go. March income. Again, this is locked in now. The only thing that's going to change, it will change, is the outstanding shares. Synthetic income, 8.9 million. Short call income, 2.6 million. Net income, 11.6 million. So these crypto ETFs for YieldMax have done outstanding this month. Let me just say that, okay? Granted, it helps when the stock actually goes up. All right, total income per share, 877. Total short call income per share, 202. What is the distribution? Nobody knows. They will announce it this morning at 9 a.m. Everyone has their estimates out there. For those of you that care, there's many YouTubers that have it, including me. And again, it's just a guesstimate. Nobody knows. All right, nobody cares. Well, I'm not going to say nobody cares, but nobody cares if you're right. Nobody cares if you're wrong. But people, it is fun to play the guesstimate game. Let's face it. All right, so in blue, here's their short calls. They're doing well. I'm not going to cover that. Again, there's 3 trading days left. And in pink is the put, 8.1 million, cost to close. And then the buy call is 4.5. So right now they're in the hole with their synthetic. But let's just talk about net asset value. It's at 54.5 million. The NAV is at 41.14, and the trade price is 41.26. So as expected, more expensive. All right, MSTR price. Let's hit that refresh. By the way, it's still raining here, and it's windy as hell. Pre-market, it's up 1.7%. Again, it's right now. It's showing as of 6:40 a.m. The current price is 1,605.70. So could be a green day. After yesterday, everything should be green, except maybe this one right here, TSLY. All right, let's talk about TSLY. Well, TSLY, no trades. There are synthetic positions. This is one of them, 175 in the hole, 21.6 million, but this expires May 17th. Tesla kind of tanked yesterday, so it's well below this. Both of the synthetic strikes. This synthetic, the 170, is in the hole, 2.5 million. So don't want to harp on them. They have a further expiration. So how bad did Tesla do yesterday? Well, their numbers, I guess, for the cars they sold or whatever, It came out much less than the estimates, so Tesla stock continues to get pummeled. So the negative articles will probably continue to come out today. So I have no reason to believe today will be a green day. But regardless, it's good for our weekly calls because when you sell calls, that's a bearish play. So Tesla went down 4.95% and TSLY went down 4.11%. Okay. Again, no calls, but cash and treasuries. What happened? Let's see. People buy in? Well, not really. It did go up though, 153,000. All right. So when all said and done, outstanding shares 45,325,000. That will probably go up today, but this is the locked-in income that I'm using, 16,527,000. Distribution per share 36 cents, daily income 2 cents, and daily yield 0.12%. Of course, I believe they're going to pay more than that because people would freak out if they paid 36 cents. All right, let's look at the active contracts. 30,325 contracts with a 187.50 strike. That one's 12.52% out of the money. And then 11,635 contracts, 185 strike. That's 11% out of the money. Tesla price in the 160s, wonderful, not 166.63. 30-day IV, okay, high 50s, 55%, we'll take it. 30-day chart, it was kind of looking flat. Again, it probably didn't pick up yesterday, though. Yesterday was a bad day. Tesla price 1541. Potential capital gains for this week 187. So again, our calls look good. So there's a lot of upside for this week if Tesla decides to go green. Here's my reaction, and I'm probably going to leave this here until we flip green because it's just been red, right? Every day is red. I feel like it's always red. So for that, we get a red ball. Earnings date is April 17th. Curve, I did not check, to be honest. So, but the last time I did look, 78 contracts with a 210 strike, 26% out of the money. All right, so how did TSLY do when all said and done for the month of March? Not good. Not good at all. Well, synthetic income, they lost 162.5 million. Short call income, they made 16.5 million. But net income as a whole, they lost 146 million. But again, this is because Tesla has gone down. It's not because of their bad moves. Granted, there's always something they could do better. Of course, they are limited to the prospectus. Outstanding shares, 45,325,000. And so as of today, the total income per share, obviously that's a debit, so I'm not going to talk about that. But the short call income, which we spoke about, is 36 cents a share. But I'm thinking they're going to pay in the 70-cent range just because to keep, to save face. If they pay 36 cents, Tesla people are going to be freaking out. What do we got here? Well, we got 2 puts, 2 calls. Right now, again, these expire May 17th, so I'm not going to talk about them too much. But their weekly calls are sitting very pretty. They can close them out 10 cents a share, 7 cents a share right now. Net asset value, 697.8 million. NAV is 1540 and trade price is 1541. Okay? So that is TSLY. Let's look at Tesla pre-market. One can hope we are green, but it's very doubtful. I'm just going to expect red going forward, to be honest. And yep, it's red. So Tesla is down 1.1%. It's currently at 164.80. So let the bloodbath continue, right? We are all numb to it. All right, let's go to NVDY. We have now, again, no trades on NVDY. So we have the same synthetic position. Theirs also expires May 17th. And NVDY went down yesterday, I believe, as well. So their synthetic is in the hole, 5.6 million. But again, it expires May 17th, so kind of irrelevant. Here we go. How did NVIDIA do? It went down 1.01%. NVDY went down 0.51%. So not like a terrible day, but not a great day. Cash and treasuries went up 3 million because people want a piece of the NVIDIA dividend. I don't know what it's going to be. We'll find out today, though. Outstanding shares, 12,575,000. I have not tracked the weekly call income from the beginning, so I cannot provide that number. However, next month I will have it. active contracts, I can provide you that, and I'll go from lowest to highest. I still have it a little out of order. I'll fix it at some point, but not this week. Clearly, 135 contracts, 930 strike, 3.97% out of the money, and then we have the majority of the contracts, 3,725 contracts, 940 strike, 5.08% out of the money. And then we got 60 contracts, 945 strike, 5.64% out of the money. And then, last but not least, 150 contracts, 995 strike, 11.23% out of the money. So, yeah, I mean, they're looking okay. Right now, we'll see, though. It's a little tighter than the others, but NVIDIA price, 894.52, 30-day IV, 44.41%. NVIDIA price is 29.37. What else we got? We got potential capital gains, $1.55. My reaction, well, that's not my reaction, but the fund manager reaction is they are winning. So payment information, again, I wish I had it for you, but I haven't tracked it for the month of March. But we'll see how that goes today on the declaration. And then, again, in blue, the weekly calls are doing pretty well. The synthetic expires May 17th. So let's just talk about the net asset value, which sits at $368 million. The NAV is $29.29, and the trade price is $29.37. So no discount here either. Let's look at the pre-market. So what do we got here? Well, we got a red. We got another sea of red. They are down 1.15% in the pre-market. So, they're priced at $884.25. So, again, yesterday was a very red day. So the good part is, you guys know I talk about swing trading and all that all the time. So I did, a little bonus content here. I did buy into some of my swing trades yesterday. I bought 50 more shares of TSLT. I bought 5 more shares of CONL. TQQQ, no discount. SOXL, I bought 10 shares. AAPX, no discount there. TNA, I bought 10 shares. Nothing on MSFX, NUGT, no. NVDX, I bought 5 more shares. DPST, I bought 5 shares. TMF, I bought 10 shares. Labu, I bought 5 shares. ERT, I bought 10 shares. So yeah, I was very busy on my swing trading spreadsheet yesterday. And of course, I did sell puts for my options trades. I did sell puts on TSLL. I am now going to only trade, well, in my taxable, I'm officially out of TSLY completely. And now the only trading that happens with Tesla is through myself. So I sold another put yesterday with a $7 strike on TSLL, which as of yesterday is now officially 2x leverage. I mean, what a day to become 2x leverage when Tesla tanks. Tesla had to earn it, their car estimates or their car actual numbers. So I'm expecting this rescue mission to continue, unfortunately. But the beauty of having additional cash if needed is I can continue to rescue my ugly average. And then eventually things will turn around and then I can sell calls on, my position on TSLL. But this is a clear reminder to do options is much better on an index or, a less volatile fund than, again, Tesla is great to trade because if you get it at the right time. Unfortunately, it's been just complete redness lately. So you need it to go both ways. Especially when it comes to swing trading, you need it to swing both ways. That's the point of the swing, right? Without both sides of the swing, you're just sitting on one side. What sense does that make? But yeah, I just wanted to give some bonus content update. I know I do it once a week usually, and some people yell at me. They want me to do it daily, but obviously I can't do that. So I figured I'd throw a little in there. So yeah, that's the update on my options and swing trading. So again, today is declaration day. It's a very big day in YieldMax world. I think I'll be able to get out the video. I'm gonna try to stay home for that. We'll see though. So I'll try to get that video out. Again, I'll show you what I predicted versus what they predicted, and we'll see why it's off and how far it's off and how each fund did. So yeah, hopefully they'll announce that at 9 o'clock, either via Twitter, email, or whatever. Or you could join my Discord. People always find a way to post it as soon as it comes out. So feel free to do that. And guys, as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. I'm having fun. I'm sitting in the car. This is the most peace and quiet I've had the whole week. But either way, that's all I got for today. Again, I'll be back for once the declarations have been posted, the distributions have been posted for YieldMax, and I'll try to post them as soon as I can. And then we'll see. We'll see how everyone did for the estimates. I know a lot of YouTubers are posting estimates now. It's fun. It's, maybe some will hit on the nail on the head, maybe some won't. But again, who cares? What matters is what YieldMax does, right? But either way, I got to go. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And again, I apologize the video's late, but starting next week, it'll be timely because I'll get back to my normal schedule. All right. Have a good one. Later.